Hello, everyone. Facebook switched things up on me, so I wanted to pop on live early to make sure I had it fixed. Hey, Greg. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now? Woo! All right. I'm ready to go.
Awesome. It feels like forever, and it's been a month, maybe.
I know. And you know something? This is my 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 7th meeting of the day.
Oh my God.
Very strange, but no. You don't have to worry. I get stronger as the day goes on. Because honestly, the truth is, I don't do this all the time anyway. I just do this for special people, and you're special, Kara. Okay, so I see that. I love it. Oh, I know. I have shirt. I mean, there's plenty downstairs. I'm sure there's somewhere. I have to change shirts. Okay, it's like I was just with Paul Wright, and then I was with Rick Lau, and then I was with then I had a meeting with Smart Virtual Staff at 8 a.m. Aaron LeBauer. What was the other one? Oh gosh, hold on, let me think here. My mastermind group. Okay, like so we had boom. It's crazy. Anyways.
Oh man.
And Kara.
Yep.
I'm doing this program called 75 Hard.
Yep.
So in between today, I had to get 2 45-minute workouts done. Drink a gallon of water, do my 10, which I did all that early in the morning. But between the Rick Lau interview and the Paul Wright, he had me do 2 interviews. I went downstairs and just swam in my pool 45 minutes. So, anyway. And I feel great. I feel great right now. I do. Your group is going to get the best of me today. Okay.
I should have been a little more efficient during my meetings like you. I was out trying to get my pool not to be green. Does that count? I mean, it wasn't.
That's technically, I guess, a workout. A mental workout, probably.
Yeah. And then and this is a whole nother topic, and then I got my tax return just mailed to me today, and
bad or good? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well. That's a problem when you make all that money. Okay, it's okay. We'll
Greg for that.
You want to know something? You want to know something interesting? At SSHC Live 2021 this year, we are having guess who's going to be speaking 3 times?
Who?
It's going to be small little 20-minute blocks. He's going to be speaking, but it's going to be my accountant.
Oh, really?
He's awesome. When I tell you he's awesome, he's amazing. Right before you joined Mastermind, this is in 2019. He actually rocked the house at our Nashville Mastermind. And he's
really?
Gonna do it. Yeah, he's going to be so. It's going to be so good. He talks about he has 3 talks. It's going to be one on how to manage your debt. One on all the things that you can write off for taxes. So I already know people are going to get like thousands of dollars worth just through those. And then the last one is what he taught me 15 years ago on how to become rich, how to do it. And literally that man and my father, who is going to be speaking as well.
Oh, really?
Are the reasons why I'm where I'm at. It's just knowing what to do with money and how to manage money and how to not let the tax man get you for everything. So, anyways. Who's here on the chat? Who's here? Wow, I see people coming in. Can you guys tell me, please?
Everyone. So
I need energy. I need people telling me where you're at. Okay. Neil, what's up, Neil? I hope everybody's doing absolutely amazing. Sandra, how are you? Come on, y'all. Let's talk. Let's talk today.
Yeah, tell us who you are, where you're from, and make sure you mark to all panelists and attendees so you can see where each other are from. And then I'm live streaming, so let me pull this up.
All right. The people on Facebook, tell me where you're from too. Listen, Deanna's from Tampa Bay. What? Yep. That's where I'm at. Okay. Well, Gary from Richmond, Virginia. I went to Richmond. I love Richmond, actually. Vacationed there a lot as a kid. KP from Ohio, Hannah from SoCal. We got Lori from Vegas, Yolanda from Georgia. We've got Heather from Hudson, Ohio. By the way, Heather, so after SSPT Live, the event that changed Kara's life, do you know what I did? I always give myself a gift after I pour my heart and soul into y'all peoples and change your lives, right? So you know what I did? Heather, I went to Cedar Point by myself and I fulfilled out a dream of going on every single roller coaster at Cedar Point, something I've always wanted to do as a child. And it was so amazing. Oh, that's JD in Pasco County. I believe JD's he's in Spring Hill, I believe, right? Is that right, Jarrett? Aren't you in Spring Hill? And you already signed up for the event. Oh, buddy. All I gotta say is just put on your seatbelt. Y'all about to go on a rocket ship. Woo! All right. Okay, Kara, I'm sorry. I'm overtaking this thing. Go ahead. It's your group.
No, please do. I absolutely love it. So, well, I guess it is 6:04, so we might as well get started. But
yeah, why not? Why not? Why not? It's a lot of Tampa people. Jennifer Trevino from Tampa. This is great. Man, I love it.
I'm
got
pretty
Vegas,
sure.
April Grimaldi. I know, by the way, my April Grimaldi is actually, you got like some of your fans on Facebook, like some of the people that you kind of like to follow. I got like 20 of them that I like to follow. April Grimaldi, I actually like I like your But I don't like to tell people, because if I start liking this one's thing, then they'll be like, "What? Why did GT not like mine?" Da, da, da. So I just don't like any of y'all stuff, but I do lurk. Okay, every once in a while.
He is there snooping.
I'm snooping. I am. So, anyways. All right, Kara, go ahead.
Well, welcome everyone. And those that are just popping on or who are on live on Facebook, please tell us who you are, where you're from, and so forth. But I guess I just wanted to start with saying thank you to Greg, because wow, it has been a ride since I met him 2 years ago now at Smart Success Physical Therapy 2019. And man, yeah, talk about a 360 plus 360 plus 360 change since I met you, Greg. So yeah, I met him at Smart Success, and during that conference, my mind just exploded and started thinking about all the things that I could be doing, that we could be doing, that other healthcare professionals, especially occupational therapists, could be doing. And at that conference was when this group officially started. So Next Level Occupational Therapy literally started like the morning of or the night of at the conference. I had reached out to a bunch of therapists when I was at the conference, telling about how I'm at this amazing event. We need something like this for OTs, and we need OTs doing this stuff. And would you guys want a group like that? So we started the Next Level Occupational Therapy, and then things just spiraled and spiraled and spiraled. And we've done so many different things over the last 2 years and done a lot. And now I've kind of tuned down a little bit and focused a little, even more, thanks to Greg and his masterminds and stuff that I've been in. And yeah, now we're here. Our big program is still the Therapy Business Builder program, where we help therapists start and build their practice like I have. But I have my mobile practice as well, which Greg was instrumental in helping. And yeah, so you're the reason why everyone is in this group and here, Greg, I always say.
It's so wild to hear that. But here's the deal, you guys. I'm not going to take credit for it. Thank you, Kara, for saying it. And that did stroke the ego, but let me just take the ego and bam, get out of here. Here's the truth. The truth is that Kara Welke knew very little about me before May 24th of 2019. But what Kara Welke did was that she took a chance. She had faith. And she thought of what could life be like instead of what if. That's what happened. Now, I know Kara personally. Kara knows me personally. She's been to my home. We have broken bread with each other. We've traveled out of the country with one another. We have been on cruises together. And Kara will tell you the truth about Greg Todd. I'm really an average guy. I mean, it's the truth. It's the truth. I'm an average guy, okay? But I'm a guy that did what Kara did. I took a chance. Instead of saying, what if, I said, what will? What will happen if I actually start this business in this clinic and it blows up? What happens if I'm finally able to leave my job and I actually have control over my time? What would life actually look like if I can go from 6 days a week of working to 4 days a week of working? Okay, yeah, I'm willing to put in work, but what would life actually look like? What if I can actually take my kids to school and help my wife out? What if I don't have to come home from work dead tired every single day, but with no potential for promotion and for ascension? I just started to look at maybe there could be some good that comes out of this. And then I just took a chance. That's it. I chose faith over fear. Now, do I have fear? Sure I do. We all do. But I've just decided to make faith rule over the decisions that I make. And that's what Kara did too. And I think Kara's amazing. And I know she thinks I'm amazing. But I can tell you all right now, we're no more special than you. I just think there's people that just make their decisions based off of faith. And there's people that just constantly make their decisions based off of fear. And the people that make their decisions based off of fear typically don't make decisions. They just say, oh my gosh. Oh, if it wasn't for COVID. Oh gosh. Oh, if it wasn't for my husband. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was just I had my kids. They're just too young. Oh my gosh. It's too late. The kids are old now. I'm old. Oh my gosh. If I only lived closer. Oh my gosh. Greg, if you just had the conference in my backyard, it'd be perfect. That's it. It's just that you're making everything, the decisions you make is out of fear. So I just want everybody to know that. I'll answer questions. Carrie can ask whatever you want, but I, one of the things and thank God for my wife, is like, I'm just not on any high horse. Like, that's it, you guys. I'm not like, look, man, after I finish this, I'm going to go watch the Married at First Sight finale. Okay. Like, I'm not working all that. Like, listen, I'm going to watch Married at First Sight. After that, we're going to probably play a little ping pong. Then I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up in the morning. Y'all, I'm no different than you. Okay. That's it. Just want to keep it real. There you go.
So going to those fears, I mean, we continue to hear all of those fears, or people describe them as also barriers, I would say. How do you get past people to get over them?
So I think you have to understand where it comes from. Okay. As I said, it's so let's just make sure that we understand it. What starts in the mind goes to the heart. What then goes to the heart, then goes to the body. Does everybody understand that? What starts in the mind goes to the heart. What then goes to the heart goes to the body. So here's what starts in the mind. Every single one of you has a belief. You have belief. Everyone has it. Here's the deal. You either have a belief of faith. This is how it looks. It's when something is going to happen in the future and you are thinking of all the positive things that could happen. For instance, if you all are like, you know what? I'm going to start a business. And I can already envision the day that my business is going to not only give me the time freedom, the financial freedom, it's going to give me the clinical freedom as well. because that's what businesses give you. It gives you time freedom. Once you build it, it gives you time freedom, it gives you financial freedom, and it gives you political freedom. Freedom to do things the way that you want to do, okay? And when you get time freedom, you're able to serve and do the things that you want to do when you want to do it. So now I'm here and I'm on the fence of, business. Oh my gosh, what should I do? All right, well, this is what happened to me. I'm just telling y'all what happened to me in 2004. I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm working 6 days a week right now. All right, what will happen? Oh my gosh, what would 4 days a week look like? Well, my wife and I were going through some problems because we weren't spending enough time with each other. We weren't communicating. What would 4 days a week look like? 4 days a week would mean that we'd have a day together where we can actually just communicate. We can talk. We can raise the kids together on that day. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. And then I have my weekends eventually. Okay, I started to think of all the ways that this thing would go right. That's called faith. There's a flip side to it. It's doubt. How many of you have felt the doubt? Here's a doubt. What if I don't get enough new patients? What if nobody sends clients to me? What if I'm spending so much time in the business that my kids hate me? What if this happens? What if nobody comes? What if people say I'm not good enough? What if this? What if that? And you have flooded your mind with so much doubt. I'm not good enough. And by the way, I totally understand where it's coming from. Most of us worked for places that didn't encourage our belief. So we all have a belief. It's just some of us have a belief of faith, and the belief of faith overrides the belief of doubt. Some of us have a belief of doubt, and the belief of doubt overrides our belief of faith. Okay, does everybody understand that? Here's then what happens. It goes from here to then my heart. If I have a belief of faith, I start to have this feeling, this little jazzy feeling coming up in my body and my soul, baby. And it's a feeling of anticipation. It's a feeling of anticipation. Here, can I give you all an example? So I just booked a vacation for the wifey and the kids. We're going to do this Father's Day. Why? Because I finished my program 75 Hard on Father's Day, and we are going to get in a car and we're going to South Beach, baby. And we got this beautiful penthouse. Okay. All right. Now, I booked it last Saturday. Okay. And everybody's pretty pumped. They're excited. They saw the place. They saw the views. And you want to know what my oldest daughter did? By the way, it's her last year at home because she starts college in the fall. Okay. And here's what she did, y'all. What she did is she went online and she went to Miami and she started pull up all these different spots that we're going to go to. Y'all, she's already made dinner reservations. She's made dinner reservations. Like she got the Monday planned out. And by the way, I'm like, yo, I'm having a cheat meal on that Monday because I'm done with this program. You got the Tuesday planned out. We got the Wednesday. We're going to go to Green Eggs Cafe on Wednesday morning. Y'all, because they're looking at the future of something that they know, they have anticipation. And you want to know what that has done? It's created action. That's why they're making the reservations. They're like, oh my gosh, June 20th can't come soon enough, baby. Conversely, there are some people that look at the future a little bit different. What if I didn't tell them where we're going to go? My wife right now doesn't want to fly. She prefer not to. So what if I said, hey, I got a plan for y'all. I'm not going to tell you though. Now there'd be fear. So guess what happens in your heart? It creates anxiety. You know what happens with anxiety? Paralysis. That's what happens. You're paralyzed. Next week, we're having my daughter's graduation party here, okay? And my wife and my daughter are out there and they're planning it like as we speak. And I have to catch them sometimes because they're like, oh my gosh, what if the caterer don't do this? What if they don't do that? What if they don't do it? What if the weather's bad? I'm like, we live in Florida. Good grief. I mean, we could be a storm in 10 minutes and then it's gone the next minute. I mean, come on, man. Like what if daddy's boat don't work? What if like what? Okay. So guess what? They have anxiety. And anxiety leads to paralysis, y'all. So let's bring it back to your business or your potential business. What do you have? What are you constantly telling yourself? Are you telling yourself how you're going to fail? Have you, I mean, why don't you just come up with a book, 65 ways to fail before you do it? I mean, it could be an Amazon bestseller if you want. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you constantly feeding yourself that? You know what? I'm going to tell you all a story. Hey, do you mind? You guys mind? By the way, this is my 6th meeting today. I feel so good right now. I feel so good. I could go all night. If y'all need to shut me up, just say shut up I'm in the comments, and I'll just get the heck off, and I'll just get ready for the pregame for Married at First Sight tonight. But listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal, y'all. In 2001, right? In 2001, when I worked for my first job, I didn't have time freedom. I didn't have political freedom. I was in bondage by my employer. When it was time for me to get, I got married March 31st of 2001, okay? We got a free vacation from my uncle to Sandals, Bahamas. Like, what? And he said, how long do you guys want to go? Well, I went to my employer. My employer said, we're only giving you all 3 days. I'm like, what? Like, what? Okay. So anyways, I got off 3 days. So then what we ended up, so we went on a trip. Okay. We went on a trip. And then later on in the year, we went to Vegas. Now, you guys remember what happened that year as well, right? 2001. Remember this thing, September 11th? Okay. It was terrible. And you guys remember what happened after September 11th? Ain't nobody wanted to fly. And you guys remember that everything was like $1 to fly somewhere and $49 coming back. So we said, we're going to make up the rest of our trip, our honeymoon. We're going to go to Vegas. Well, the first night in Vegas, your boy got food poisoning. But it wasn't just food poisoning. It was actually a parasite. And for the next year, I struggled with my body. I actually got down to 130 pounds. I lost like 45 pounds in like 2 months. It was terrible. Now, when we finally figured out it was a parasite, and I hope this is not too gory or anything like that. I'm going somewhere with it. I said to the doctor, well, how do we get rid of it? He says, you never get rid of it. It's like, so what do you got to do? He goes, the parasite grows if you feed it. If you eat junk, the parasite's going to grow. If you eat healthy, the parasite will shrink. So the reason why I tell you all that is because you have to ask yourself, what are you constantly feeding yourself on? Are you constantly feeding the parasite of doubt? Are you around people that are constantly telling you how incapable you are? Or are you feeding the parasite of faith? Are you around normal people like myself and Kara who actually have gone on to create pretty amazing lives for themselves? And not just us, but like helped a lot of other people along the way. I've helped a couple people from the last I've heard. Okay. So then you start to like, because when you're around that, you just start to believe, well, why not me? Well, what did they do? Well, I just showed up pretty much, regularly and try to serve people with whatever I knew at the time. Okay, right. You see what I'm saying? So what are you feeding? Which parasite are y'all feeding? So if you're feeding into doubt, you're going to constantly have anxiety about your future and you're not going to be able to act. If you're feeding the faith, you're going to constantly have anticipation about the greatness that's going to be in front of you, and you're going to constantly act. And the action might be clicking the button to go to SSXC Live. The action might be getting out there and meeting with a new physician. The action might be going into your community and doing a workshop. The action might be getting on the phone and calling 20 different people. Even if 2 only pick up the phone, you just keep on acting. You act, you act, you act. The action for me today is 7 meetings, 6 podcast interviews. It's action, 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 action. Why? Because I'm already anticipating June 5th as being another miraculous event. And I want to know who's going to be my next Kara Welke that I'm going to meet. Told you I'm not tired. I told you I'm not tired. So anyways, Did I answer the question? I think I did. I don't know.
Yes, you did. And as you were talking, I was just thinking about the different people that I see out there. I mean, now that I help therapists start and build their business, it's just interesting to me. And I think you remember when I first started, like asking you, like, why don't these people sign up for this? I mean, this is like everything I ever could have imagined and wanted for me when I started my business, but people aren't signing up. Okay, so there's people that want help but refuse to get help and just do it on their own. There's people that sign up for programs and spend thousands of dollars but don't ever go anywhere with it.
Yep. Let's talk about everybody.
I mean, there's just such a variety, and it's so interesting to me, like how.
Is there another one? Is there another group?
Yeah, there's a bunch of groups, but I lost track in that.
Okay. So wait. Group number one, you said, was people that say they want help, but they never sign up for anything.
Yep.
Right. Okay. But they're kind of the freebie stuff, right? Okay.
Yep.
And then you have those that, I think April said, those that sign up and then they don't do the thing.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So for those of you that are on, do you want to just say, where do you feel like you fall in all of this? Like, where do you feel like you fall? Or maybe there's a third, because I'm going to talk about everybody.
And then,
I'll talk about everybody.
Well, then there's people that, just decide to go for it, and you see them going for it. And sometimes I just shake my head. I'm like, you don't even know what you're doing. But if you would have just, let us help you, you would have been 10,000 miles farther.
Right.
But then there's those people that sign up for the courses or do the programs that kill it.
Right.
That are amazing. But it's just so interesting, the different groups out there.
Yeah. You guys, I love here, Facebook. Listen, I'm looking over here too. Like, you guys, listen, I'm talented at this stuff. Okay. I can do this all day. I can see, So listen, I don't care where you're talking, but I love what Neil said. Neil said, I sign up and you feel paralyzed in the process. You throw money at it, but you don't do the thing. You got people that sign up and don't do the course. You got people that won't sign up because they're like, oh my gosh, I might not do it. Okay. You guys, this is what I've come to learn. And as I said, I feel very, very, very comfortable saying this now. This is what I just want you all to, for those of you that don't know who I am, I want you all to know that I have, I've helped thousands now in healthcare. Okay. Initially it was called SSPT. As you know, it's now called Smart Success Healthcare, because there have been 19 separate disciplines in healthcare that have taken my programs and have been able to change their lives and no longer trade time for money by starting a business, whether it's a brick and mortar, it's an online, it's a mobile, it's a cash base, doesn't matter. Okay. The stuff works, right? Because I've just been very blessed in my journey to basically do all of them. Okay. So I want you all to understand this. Can somebody take notes and put this in the comment section? This is what I've really come to understand. And I'm going to talk about, this is probably the first thing I'm going to talk about at the conference. Put 1B, BE, become. 2, do. The people that do the thing. And 3, have. Have the thing that you desire in life. I've never done it now. And I want you all to know they're I want you all to understand this, okay?
Hello. Okay, hold that thought. Greg will pop back on here. Yeah, that's why I was just seeing if, okay. He will pop back on, so hold that thought. He will be back. Must have some internet connection situation go on, so don't leave us. If you have any questions for me while you guys are waiting for Greg to pop back on, let me know. But we'll hold on, and I am sure he'll be able to pop back on. So we were talking about the different areas, and not everyone put where you're at on the timeline, or what we talked about. So make sure you put that in the comment section. See, I told you he would be back.
What a cliffhanger. What a cliffhanger that was. Wow. I don't know what happened, but okay. All right. And my ADD hasn't totally kicked in. So I know where I left off. I have been able to help and serve thousands of people now. But there are also thousands that don't move forward. And here is the reason why. You have to become the person that is willing to do the thing so that you can then have the life you want. You cannot buy a program and expect to execute it when you have not become a person that actually honors your word. What I have realized is this. I have bought online courses since like 2014 when they started. But prior to 2014, there were many things that I was doing in my life where I was actually saying I was going to do something and then I never did it. And there are repercussions from that. You tell an employee, hey, I'm going to do this, and then you never do it. People leave you. And then you realize that this is not good. And for me, I actually say, I am a Christ follower. I'm looking at the Bible, and I'm supposed to do this, and I'm supposed to be a man of my word, and I'm supposed to have self-confidence, which means that you do the things that you say you're going to do. So between 2007 and 2014, I became the person that said that when I am going to sign up for something, or I am going to do something, I better do it. My wife trained me on that. If you say you're going to do it, or don't tell me you're going to do it. So now when it's time to buy a program, whether it was $500, it was $5,000, it was $55,000, or I've spent as much as $250,000 on a program, I knew it was going to work. Why? Because I became the person that was willing to do the things that I said I was going to do. So if I signed up for an event, if I signed up for a course, I'll get my butt on a plane and I'm going there. And I'm not going there to mess around. I'm not going to go see Mickey Mouse. I ain't going to Universal. I'm going there to change my life. And I'm going with the anticipation that my life is going to change. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to try to meet with every single person that I can meet with. I'm going to get out of my comfort zone, because you guys might think I'm an extrovert, but I actually have some introverted tendencies as well. But I am going to do everything to make my investment pay off within the first 4 hours. And the reason why you sit on the fence is because you have not become the person that can actually make a commitment to yourself, that if I'm going to do something and if I sign up for it, I'm going to do it. Did I answer the question?
Mic drop.
And I'm serious, y'all. And by the way, you all aren't people in some random industry. You're healthcare professionals. You're not working at Outback. You're not working at Mickey D's. You have taken on a responsibility to be healthcare professionals. And particularly for most of you, occupational therapists, where you are telling other people that you need to be committed to the process that I have put out for you through the plan of care that I've developed for you. And if you're not committed to this process, I can't confirm that you're going to get the results that I desire for you. And it is very, very, very difficult to show up and tell people that when you aren't that. Now, I know this. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are not true to their word. They're not men and women of their word. They say something and they do something else. But I know this. I know that if you become a person that says, you know something, the reason I'm going to sign up. I'm going to sign up. Why? Because I'm actually going to honor my word. I know if I sign up for something, I know I'm going to do it. But I had to become that person first. Now, I don't know if you're that person today or not. Like that's on you. Okay? Like that's totally on you. But what I can say is that if you are the person that constantly signs up for stuff and then you never follow through, or you're the person that can't sign up for stuff, I hope that what I just said resonated with you. The reason why you're scared, because you're scared if you're going to follow through with it. So you want to know what I would do if I was you? I would make a commitment to myself right now, tonight. No, sign up for you should sign up for the event. But let's just say it's not the event. Why don't you make a commitment to yourself that, hey, I'm going to wake up tomorrow at 6 a.m. and actually do it? Why don't you make a commitment to yourself to say, you know what, I'm going to drink 40 ounces of water a day and actually do it. You've got to prove to yourself and get yourself to take yourself seriously. And you guys, that's how you build up your self-worth. It's just when you believe that you're actually going to do it. You don't do that with a car. You'll throw down whatever money for a car. You don't do that with a house because you know you're going to live in it. But when it comes to the greatest investment, which is yourself, you just don't know if you can commit to anything. And you've constantly lied to yourself over and over and over and over again. That's the reason why you can't press the button. That's the reason why you can't buy the program. And the truth about it, and I don't know if I'm going in too hard, but listen, man, I'm here to change lives. Look, I want people to come to the event, don't come to the event. I told my kids, I said, look, here's the deal. If there's nobody that comes to the event, but there's plenty of people signing up for the event, but I said, if nobody comes to the event, we're just going to have the biggest freaking house party at that point. Like it's going to be, I was like, you're going to have the biggest graduation, the biggest stage. It's going to be amazing, kid. So either way, we're good. Okay. But listen, here's the deal, y'all. The deal is that like my life is not going to change if you come to the event. Your life's going to change. Okay. And you've got to start honoring that you're worth it, that you're worth keeping your commitments to yourself. I mean, I guarantee y'all, if you just start keeping, may your yes be yes and your no be no. Okay. All right. That's it. I guarantee if you keep the promises that you say to your spouse, you keep them, your marriage is going to improve. I guarantee if you keep the promise that you say to your body, your body's going to improve. I guarantee you, if you keep the promises that you say you want in your career and your business, it's going to improve. And that's not because Greg Todd said it. That's just the laws of our world. That's just the way it is. And unfortunately for you all, or fortunately and unfortunately. So fortunately, you can get a mentor like Kara and myself. She's all the way up in the north part of the US. I'm all the way at the south part of the US. You get both of us on at the same time, and we could serve you like for free, right? I mean, we could do that. And you can be on your phone, probably leaving your job or whatever, and and like, it's all good. Like you're good, right? But unfortunately, you can also have that same phone and you can be distracted and you can watch other people and watch everybody else's highlights, and so, I don't know, just kind of tricky.
We have, I just wanted to, someone said today that this is just, oh, I need this very much today as my boss got fired today.
Yeah. Interesting. You want to talk about that?
It just made me think that, again, another thing that we've talked about is that people think they're comfortable and safe when they're working for someone else, and you're not. You know, just like you don't know, one day you might show up and you might not have a job.
Right. It's I mean, you are safe. You're safe until you're fired.
Yeah.
You're safe until you're fired. Here's what I know. I'm a practice owner. And I know that like last year when everything happened with COVID, I mean, I knew that there wasn't as many patients coming in. I knew I wasn't going anywhere. I knew I was good. You guys, you know, look, we perceive whatever we want to perceive. So if you want to perceive that you're so far from the top, you are so far from the top and from decision making that makes you feel safe, then you do you, boo. Like, fine. But I've been around the block. You've been around the block. You are whatever that person that's in control, whatever that person wants to do, that's what's going to happen. And you have zero control over it. So if you want to raise, it doesn't matter. It's the person at the top that says, I'm in control of you and I'm going to give you a raise or not give you a raise. You want to keep your job, but the person at the top does not want you to keep your job, you will get a pig slip. I just like to be in control. It's not, I just want to be in control of my destiny. I want to know that, okay, bad things can happen, but I also know that I'm not capped out. That's it. And so, I always wonder, I was like, yeah, we've done a lot of amazing things in healthcare, but why aren't there more people doing this? And the truth of the matter is that you all are comfortably uncomfortable. Can somebody write that in the chat section? You are comfortably uncomfortable. Do you all know what that means? Comfortably uncomfortable is when you are comfortable in a situation that you're rotting in. You get a paycheck, you get your little 401k, you get your 2 weeks every year, maybe 3 if you've been there a while. You can only take it off when you have coverage. but that's another story for another day. And then you got to worry if you can even take off the time, because if they start to see that life can be just as fine without you as with you, they start to say, wait a minute, maybe we can get rid of him or get rid of her. Okay. But all right. But you're comfortably uncomfortable. It does enough for you to get by. But you know deep down within your heart that you're just getting by. And it drives you freaking crazy. It drives you mad. By the way, if it didn't, you wouldn't be on here right now. Why would you be wasting time here? It drives you crazy. And behind the scenes, you're complaining about it all the time. In your head, you're just like, this is such a train wreck. This is such a train wreck. I can't stand, I hate my boss. Oh my God. Because you're comfortably uncomfortable. And I want to tell you all this. I've never, ever, ever made changes in my life when I was comfortably uncomfortable. Here's where I've made the changes. It's when I'm uncomfortably uncomfortable. Uncomfortably uncomfortable was a Saturday for me, 2004. Wifey is pregnant with kid 2. She's hormonal. She's pissed because your boy's working until midnight most nights. I was working with the tennis tour and I was a clinic director for a corporate place. I would come home sometimes 11:30, midnight, sometimes even close to 1 a.m. My wife would be up, but she wouldn't talk to me. She was sick and tired of me coming home late every single night. She was sick. She was fatigued. And she's taking care of our oldest daughter at the time, who was 2.5. And when I came in, I was like, shoot, man, I'm working hard, man. I got a plate of food or something up in here. You know what I mean? She's like, I ain't talking to you. And that's how my wife is. Like, I don't know how many, I don't think she's ever really raised her voice at me in our 20 years of marriage. But if she's not happy, she won't talk. And that's like the worst thing. And y'all know that. Y'all know if your wife ain't talking, you know it's like murder up in here. Okay. And then that Saturday, we got into a huge argument. And I've never touched my wife, but I can tell you what I did. I had a baseball, and I threw it in frustration and rage and anger. And then I just started bawling. I threw it across the room. I actually broke a hole into the wall of our living room. And then after that, I just broke down and started crying. See, at that point, I was uncomfortably uncomfortable. I knew that my wife was going to leave me. She was going to leave me because she was like, you're not spending any time. You're not a present person in this house. You're not present with me as a husband. You're not present with me as a father. All you're doing is working. Now, I felt that she was being ridiculous because I'm working to provide for the family, but that's garbage. It's garbage. What happened is that I was in a comfortably uncomfortable position until that morning. That morning, I got uncomfortably uncomfortable. And then Monday, I went to my boss and I said, boss, here's the deal. I've made every single request that you all have. It's a brand new clinic. You're done with the first year. You guys wanted me to go from 0 patients to 19 patients a day. You're at 26. I've exceeded all your expectations with half the staff that you were supposed to give me. Here's what I'm asking for. I don't need any more money. I'm making $66,000 a year with y'all. Here's what I need. I want to work 4 days a week. Boss said no. He said no. Remember, I was already uncomfortably uncomfortable since Saturday. So you know what I did on Tuesday? I stayed in my uncomfortably uncomfortable state and I just brought in my notice. Did I have another job lined up? Nope. Did I think we could afford Cobra? Nope. Did I have my LLC? Nope. I just knew that I was uncomfortably uncomfortable. And when you're uncomfortably uncomfortable, that's when you take action. When you're not, you stay stuck. You'll just continue to stay stuck. That's it. And that's the truth, y'all. That's it. That's how it works. So if you're on the fence with whatever it is, you're just comfortably uncomfortable. You're just gonna have to make a decision to stay miserable. I mean, I don't really know what else to tell you. But when you're uncomfortably uncomfortable, you'll act. The pain just has to be great enough. I'll never forget the story that my brother told me. He said, Greg, you ever heard the story about the dog with a nail in its foot? I said, no. He goes, so the man's walking by and the dog's, and he's sitting on the porch with the old man. And he's walking by and he's like, why is that dog howling like that? He's like, because he got a nail in his foot. So I said, so why don't we get up? Because the pain ain't bad enough. Okay. If the pain's not bad enough, you're not going to get up. You'll keep on. I wish my boss would just let me. But the pain's not bad enough yet, y'all. And once it's bad enough, that's it. My hope for many of you is you get fired. It'll be the greatest thing that ever happened in your life because you'll get uncomfortable. My hope is that somebody that you really love and admire says, you know what? You're not hitting your potential. Actually, you know what? You're a borderline loser. Seriously, if somebody said that to me, that made me uncomfortable. So that's really it. Man, I'm just, y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all, as you get older, you just have no filter. So please, you guys know I love everybody. I have no filter anymore. I just say what I need to say, and I hope that it resonates. If it's resonating, put in the comment section, resonating. If you're like, GT, go to bed. just put in the comment section, GT, go to bed. Okay. And whichever one you guys say, I will do. Okay. Because I love you guys. I really do.
Let's hear it. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Put it in the comment section.
And if you have like some takeaways, if you have some ahas, please just, please, let me know. It's just here. Listen, I want you all, I want you all to understand this. There's people, like I'm in a group. There's a lady from Kazakhstan who just became $1 million earner through doing stuff online. From Kazakhstan. I have a student that 3 years ago, this student was $225,000 in debt. This student is now debt-free and lives 5 minutes away from me underwater and bought an $850,000 home underwater here. I just don't know if you all understand what's in front of you right now. I don't know if y'all really get it. And the only reason why it's still in front of you is just because you happen to be in a profession where everybody is slow as molasses. You guys, you can change your life so fast. But it is not fair. It is not fair to nature for your life to change without you changing. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not. And as much as I want it for you, you shouldn't get it if you're not willing to change. I had to do a lot of changing in my life. My first job, I got at the age of 15. And my first job, I think I beat, if anybody has beaten me out, you let me know that you beat me out with this, and I'll actually send you some money right now. Okay. But my first job, and I'm dead serious, my first job, I worked for the Sun Sentinel in Fort Lauderdale. And I was selling newspapers because like the supermarkets here, they wouldn't hire you until you were, actually that's not true. It was 14. I was 14. The supermarkets here wouldn't hire you until you're 15. If you worked at with Dixie, that's the supermarket we have here. 16 is when most of us got jobs, okay? So I wanted to make money. My parents didn't have no money. They didn't have money to just give us. There was no allowance up in my house. You had to go work. So I saw this thing in the classifieds. Is anybody old enough to remember the classified section in the newspaper? Okay, so I got a job, y'all, and my job, I got $12. I made $12 at that job. $12 in 2 weeks. I made $12 in 2 weeks, you guys. I made $12 in 2 weeks. Okay, you want to know my hourly pay? I'm sure y'all want to know that as OTs and all that. Okay, my hourly pay was 28 cents an hour. I'm not even from this country. I just got this. You want to know what this is? You guys want to know what this is? You want to know what that is? Look, I'm not playing. Greg Todd. Okay, you want to know what that is? That is an award. That is an award for making $1 million. Not $1 million in a year. I've done that for many years. I made $1 million in a day. And you have access to the same information that I have, and you won't do it? What? I do not come from privilege. I know I live on the beach, but I'm not just this tan. I'm actually like a black dude. What is wrong with you all? Take yourself seriously. Oh my gosh. God, I'm fired up. Sorry. I'm sorry, Kara. They're all going to come off now. I'm
Oh.
You guys have any questions for me? Because I'll stay here all night. So Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay,
I'm
I
asking.
was just gonna say this. We have a question that Jarrett actually asked before, and he said he was looking forward to the webinar, but right now my biggest barriers, building a client base before attempting to jump off into my own thing, and also are getting set up with insurance providers and marketing. My goal is to start a mobile lymphedema wound OT service and transition into a clinic setting. I'd say, why haven't we talked yet, Jarrett? But let's see
Okay. So Jared is set up. I mean, Jared is coming to the event. I just saw what Hannah just said, and I want to talk to both of you, okay? Because the answer I'm going to give for Hannah is actually the answer I'm going to give for Jared as well. So here's what Hannah said. Hannah said, I'm ready to take the next step. But as a coda, I feel like there are so many obstacles that an OTR starting a business. And while there are some success stories, there are very few. That's where I'm at. Sorry if that doesn't make, no, that makes plenty of sense. So this is what I'm going to be teaching at Smart Success Healthcare Live. If you guys want to take yourself to the next level. You're like, what's take yourself to the next level? Okay, so here's what I mean by taking yourself to the next level. If you want to be on a path to where you can do things that you want clinically, whether you're a coda or you're an OTR, it doesn't matter. There's a certain game you have to play, and that's called being a key person of influence. And here's what I know. I know Hannah didn't learn this in school. I know Jared didn't learn this in school. I know Heather didn't learn this in school. I know Neil didn't learn this in school. But I want you all to understand that when you become a KPI, and that is called a key person of influence, everything changes. Everything changes. People want to throw money at you. You become known for something in a specific niche. And you know what? Nobody gives a damn. If you're an OT or a coda, or whatever else you are, it doesn't matter. Once you become that key person of influence, you name your price. Once you become a key person of influence, everybody wants to team up with you. Once you become a key person of influence, you become known for something. You can actually now create products. Once you become a key person of influence and you're creating products, you're now creating solutions for people that don't involve this all the time. Once you become a key person of influence and you now have products that are not tied to you being there, you now have tapped into the matrix. And the matrix is where you can make BYGOOB money. Do you all know what that is? Does everybody know what BYGOOB money is? That's before you get out of bed money. That's when you wake up some mornings. You wake up to $20,000 in your bank account. And it's from something you created a year ago. And it happens over and over and over again. And it boggles your mind. And initially, like, what the hell just happened? And then you start to realize that my impact is not directly correlated to this physical body. This physical body can only do so much. My impact goes well beyond what I do as a licensed physical therapist in front of someone. That's how you do this. That's how you go from $230,000 of debt to oceanfront. Now, can you all tell me in the comment section? Have you learned how to be a key person of influence? Have you learned the steps? Have you learned the tools? Have you learned a strategy? Have you learned the principles behind it? Have you? I'm interested to know.
While people are replying to that, Missy put in Facebook that she's planning to meet with her boss tomorrow about starting her own private mobile OT business, and she's feeling anxious about it. Definitely wants to have control over her work-life balance and not work for someone else. So I was going to actually put in the comment section, why are you meeting with your boss about it? But maybe, Missy, you can tell us a little bit more about that.
Missy, your boss is like, I mean, I totally agree with Kara here. like what, you don't need permission from anyone. If you want to go to your boss tomorrow and say, like, if you want to say, I'm planning to give my notice to my boss tomorrow because I am starting my private mobile OT business on this date. And I want to give my boss 4 weeks of notice so that he can find someone. But whether he finds someone or not, I'm out. Your boss, I'm assuming, is the owner of the clinic. You leaving disrupts your boss's dreams. It is time for Missy to put her dreams first. So I can tell you how that conversation is going to go. There's a good chance, Missy, that your boss will say, well, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to do that? Because in these days, you can't do this. And guess what will happen? The boss will feed the parasite of doubt. And as excited as Missy is right now, when somebody tells you that, you might be like, shoot, you know what? Let me hold off on that notice. Let me continue to work towards his or her dreams. And let's just put this off to the side. So if you're going to go to your boss tomorrow, you go with a notice or don't go at all.
She said that, no, I love this feedback. I am the only OT at my skilled nursing facility and have such a big heart for my people. And he's not the owner, just the director of rehab for a big company.
Okay. So here's the deal. You throw off his game if you leave because you're the only OT and you have a big heart for people. And you know what? I'm going to get a little personal. Y'all, don't use the big heart for people to hold you back. I love people. Y'all, 95% of the stuff I do is for free because I love people. Okay? But let me tell you something, Missy, and this is just the truth. Now, if you come to Orlando, I promise you, as long as you don't mind, the whole COVID thing, I can't just give people hugs. I got to ask for it. I'll give you a hug and I say, girl, you know, I got you, right? Okay, cool. Now, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you this right now. Most of us use that as a crutch. We use that as a crutch because I want to tell you this right now. God forbid you were to die tonight. They would replace you in a heartbeat. And that's the truth. So if you really have a heart for people, then you will do everything in your power to figure out how you can have the ability to impact more people with your big heart. If you truly, truly, truly have a heart for people, you will do everything in your power to figure out how you can help more people.
That's one of the big reasons why I left the skilled nursing facility, because I was so dang frustrated with the level of care there that I'm like, I can do it better. I'm going to do it myself. You know,
Right.
I mean,
Right. So Missy said, look, I got people that are supportive of my dream. Like, I think, actually, Missy, I'll tell you this. I don't know if I could accept any more friend requests, but if you go in tomorrow and you put in that notice, you can actually message me. I'll tell my assistant, no, I'll take the message. I'll respond to you. I'll respond. If you go in tomorrow, then you go ahead and you go to my page and you message me and I'll respond to you. Okay. I mean, I will. I'm actually going to be waiting for it tomorrow. I'll be waiting for it. Okay. So I'll be waiting for it. But I'm serious, man. I'm like, we want to change OT. The only way we're going to change OT, the only way we're going to change PT is if there's more people that are running their own show. Until then, nothing is going to change. And even though I've helped thousands of people, I know that there's hundreds of thousands of people that are rotting away in their job. So I feel like I've done nothing. That's why when my wife's like, why'd you just retire, Gregory? You got all this, why'd you just retire? Because I can't. Not yet. Y'all got to get your act together first before I retire. Or if y'all don't show up, my wife would be like, see, okay, and then it's like, damn, she was right. Y'all better show up, man. Tell her, listen, your husband's loud, but he's changing my life. Let him keep on going. You know, that's what happened at the first event. You know that? So at the first event here, y'all, can I just say this little quick story? So at the first event, I told my wife, it's the first and last event we'll ever have. Okay. Well, like, this is it. She's like, babe, because we were kind of going to a little mini semi-retirement, just me consulting here and there for a couple practices. We're living, we got a nice place in Indian Shores, this really sweet townhouse, like right on the beach. And she's like, you're only doing this one time. And y'all, she came to the event, right? And there were 70 people at the event. And they're like, your husband, please let him continue to do it. Your husband has changed my life. I was in a dead end job. I was losing every day for 10 years. And oh my gosh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And my wife was like, oh my gosh, damn, babe, I thought you were just loud upstairs just because you were loud. Wow, what you're doing, whatever you're doing upstairs, screaming at people, it's working. So she's like, this is amazing. And she got so fascinated with the stories of you all being in dead end situations and you all getting breakthroughs and changing your life. And then she said, all right, you can do it one more year. After next year, you're done. So the next year, same thing happened, y'all. Y'all came to the event and then she saw the breakthrough. She says, all right, this is it. You're wrapping it up now. You're wrapping it up. So then I said, all right, just let me do one more year. I said, 2019. 2019, that was when Carol Welke came, Aaron Lindbergh came. That's when all these other people came. And then they changed the game again. So then my wife's like, all right, after Jamaica, you're done. After Jamaica, you're done. And then COVID happened. And the event was done. So now she's like, all right, just pay the $130,000 penalty. And then you don't have to do the same. I was like, can I just do it just at least one more time? One more time. So here's the deal. So we can play this game. As long as y'all actually like make promises to yourself and you do it, and then people come and they say how their lives have changed, then I can get another year out of her. If not, this might be it. So I don't know.
So Missy said that you can give her a big bear hug and that she's getting drinks with him tomorrow night and she's going to send you a message. But I think, Missy, you need to put a post in our Next Level group as well to fill us in on everything that happened.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you right now, listen, if it needs to be very clear before we do any drinks. This is a farewell drink. I give the notice first and say, hey, you still want to buy me an adult beverage? Because it's already here. I got done. Like, listen, I understand. Yeah, I love people, But listen, y'all, let me tell you right now, you guys are in a very, 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 very opportune time right now. And, I remember in 2004, this is right before I opened up the Wesley Chapel Clinic. And I remember going to this conference. Have any of you heard of Perform Better? That was a conference with this guy named Mark Verstegen, um, Gray Cook, Gary Gray. I don't know if you all heard any of these names. These are names in like the performance, the high level performance, kind of field, right? And I remember being there and just being like, oh my gosh, I thought of that. Oh my gosh, I could have done that. Oh my God. And and just that constant Bobo mentality, and like I never want to be that guy again. Where you see something and you can do something about it, but you let it pass you. Right? And you just let it pass you. And then you say, oh, I came up with that idea. Well, no, you didn't. I mean, ideas are garbage. Ideas are nothing. Ideas are nothing without action. Anybody that says they got a bunch of ideas and I don't see them doing anything, I'm like, yeah, you ain't wasting my time. You ain't wasting my time. Just a bunch of ideas is like, you want to know a bunch of ideas is like having a bunch of gas. You know what I'm saying? It's just there for nothing. It just makes it all stinky. Please don't tell me about your ideas. Okay, tell me about what you're doing to act on it.
That might be my new favorite Greg quote.
I just say whatever.
Bunch of ideas like having a bunch of gas.
Maybe you could put that one. Maybe you could put that. It just fills up the whole place and it just makes it stinky when you let it out because you ain't gonna do nothing with it.
We gotta get Andrew to come up with
tell that to hey, maybe you can put that in the groups. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be a great shirt. That'd be a great shirt.
Yeah, it would. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God. That's great. Okay, so I know it's getting late and you're gonna miss your show, but can you tell us more about the big event?
Okay. You guys, and I'm really being dead serious when I say this. Smart Success Healthcare Live, the way that I'm doing it, this will be the final one. It's going to be the final one because I'm doing it different and I will release it at the event on what I'm doing different. I'm telling you all right now that there have been some of you that today's the first day you're hearing about me. Many of you have been lurking and following. I'm going to tell you right now, this will probably be the final time that if you're not in my community, that you will be able to get access to this life-changing event. We're having it June 5th and 6th at the Orlando World Center Marriott. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to talk about at the event, okay? Don't say, well, if I knew the speaker, just be quiet, okay? You have to understand this. First of all, you don't know what you don't know, okay? So even if you think, oh yeah, I'm going to go for this, I'm going to go for that, let me just tell you right now, this is how I'm going to set this event up. I'm acting like this event is going to be the finale. And if it is, and I had to tell, like, this is the way I'm going to change people's lives. I'm going to get you all to become the person that can do the thing so that you can have the life that you want. The way the event's going to be set up is I'm going to use the first half of Saturday morning to get you all to have full clarity. Because the reason why a lot of y'all are just full of gas right now and got a bunch of ideas, because you have no clarity. You don't know what you want. You don't even know what you're capable of doing. And because of that, and you don't really know where you're truly going and where you're currently at, you have not activated your GTS. That's the Greg Todd, not the global positioning system. That's the Greg Todd system. You haven't activated your GPS. That's it. And until you get clarity, no tactic, no course, none of it matters. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to get you all clarity. And I know how to do it because I've been on this pony a few times. And then after we audit your situation and we get clarity, then we're going to move to the skills. And I'm bringing in some of the best that will help you on how to network, on how to sell. I'm bringing in a 4-time New York Times bestselling author on how to publish. And I'm going to teach you all how to communicate and connect. so that you can become a key person of influence. Because that's how you make the big bucks. That's how you get the financial freedom and the time freedom. There is no path that you are going to do it, doing it the way that they taught you in school. And then on the second day, I'm going to teach you all how to create leverage in your life. I'm going to teach you how to do one-to-many products. I'm going to teach you how to go online. I'm going to teach you how to have that BYGOOB money. I'm going to do it step by step. And I'm going to show you other people that have done it. And I'm going to let them tell you how they've done it. And after that, you will learn how to make money. And then we're going to make our money work 24/7 for us. And I'm going to do that by bringing in my 2 financial advisors. And they're going to teach you how to do this. They're going to teach you how to manage debt. They're going to teach you how to get rich. They're going to teach you the first thing you're going to do with your business is how to write off the things that you're currently spending money on right now. We're going to show you how to write those things off. And that's it. And if that's not enough for you, I would just say go back to work tomorrow and stop complaining. And find a way to go from comfortably uncomfortable to comfortably comfortable. You guys know what comfortably comfortable is? That is where you're comfortable in being mediocre. You're comfortable in saying, this is it for my life. And I'm going to say, you know what, Lord, thank you for this. And I am not going to live in your image. I am not going to try to create more. I'm just going to say, this is it. Please do me a favor. If you are comfortably comfortable, do not go home and go put it on your kids and come home with your little frowny face. Don't come home and bring it to your wife and put on this. Just say, you know what? Thank you. Everything's great. I'm mediocre. Y'all good. I'm going to cook dinner. Okay. Do not bring it home to your kids. Don't bring it home to your wife. Don't bring it home to your mom. Don't bring it home to your dad. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Who's going? You need to put in the comment section below.
It's both.
Both, yep.
Yolanda said, is it virtual and live? It's both. This is what you call, it's the first time I'm doing this. It's always just live. But I don't want excuses. If it was virtual, I would check. Okay, fine. I just bought a $30,000 freaking monitor for you all that need to come virtual. There you go. No problem. You want to come virtual, go virtual. You want to go live? I'm highly recommending you come live. Okay? Just do it. Just do it. Now, if I had to make a decision, if I was you and they let me out of my state, I'm getting on a plane. I'm putting on whatever you want to put on, double, triple, quadruple mask, do whatever, put on a hazmat suit, do whatever the heck you got to do. And I would get there and I would get there live. I would be there live because I know this. I know that at my events, there's been over 300 business deals made. I know that when you talk to other people at that event, I'm telling you right now, you talk to other people at that event, you're going to realize that every doubt, everything that you've ever gone through, someone else has gone through the same thing and worse. I know that at that event, after day one, Carol Welke didn't even know how to use a damn iPhone. She was like, I don't know how to do this thing. I'm going to start some group. We got to do this. After day one, she created this group, and now the group got like over 5,000 people or some crazy thing like that. I know that would not have happened first. Virtual is pretty cool. I think I'm pretty entertaining. I think it's going to be pretty dope virtual anyway. Probably the best virtual conference ever. But there is nothing like coming to Smart Success Healthcare in person live. That's it. Straight up.
Legit, it's the biggest party, hype show, networking, fun, excitement. I mean, I don't know. It's game-changing, life-changing, earth-shattering. I don't know. What other words can we use?
I want you all to go back to the first thing I said in today's, talk, I guess, or rant or whatever we just did. I want you to go back to what right now, which parasite are you feeding? That's really it. Are you feeding the parasite of belief and faith, or are you feeding the parasite of just constant doubt on how everything could go wrong. Oh my gosh, this is gonna go wrong. 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 I mean, like as much as I want to change your life, I can't force it. And honestly, I'm just not going to just, it's like I got 4 kids and I got 2 girls, teenagers, you know what I mean? So, I can't do that, it's enough energy there, you know what I mean? So with that said, I hope to see you there. I really do. I really do. And I hope to personally meet every single one of you.
Awesome. Okay, so yes, please get signed up. I'll put the link in the comment section and share it in the group, and we'll send it out in emails and so forth as well. So your last one, Greg.
Well, I said the last one like that. I'm going to be doing something. We're doing something else. It's going to be pretty epic.
You can't make me depressed here.
It's just, hey, listen. I want you all to understand this.
You need to get there.
Every single year, I'm evolving. Things are evolving. And if you don't evolve, you die. You might not die outwardly, but you're dying inside. Like that's it. So I know that I want to serve you all, and I want to serve you at a high level. And I believe I can serve you all at a higher level. I'll tell you how I'm going to do it at the event. I'm truly trying to change people's lives. That's it. That's all I'll say. You'll hear the rest of the event.
I was just hoping we could go to Jamaica again.
Well. That was fun. That was an amazing trip. Oh,
shoot. Okay. Any last minute things? Otherwise, we will let Greg go. And what show are you watching, Greg?
There's no reason to judge me, folks. I'm watching Married at First Sight, season whatever. Okay. And tonight is decision night. And we're going to see who's going to stay together and who's going to listen. I play hard. I work hard. And when I want to Married at First Sight hard, I'm going to do it. I'm going to watch it tonight and I can't wait.
Man, I'm out of the loop. That's because I'm working hard doing things you teach me to do.
Well, when you get that full-time freedom, you're going to be able to work hard. You know what else you're going to be able to do? Watch Married at First Sight.
Awesome. Oh, well, thank you all so much for popping on. And the link, I'm posting that in just a second in the group and in the group, or in the comment section, and it'll come out in emails and everything. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. So it was definitely a life-changing event for me and cannot wait for the next one.
Yes. All right, y'all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks, Greg, so much for coming in.
You're very welcome.
Tell the family hi. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.